Stormont Dundas, West Glengarry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank my colleague from Carleton. I know my constituents in Stormont, Dundas, South Glengarry always appreciate his interventions here in the House. He spoke a bit about, spoke a lot about, and rightfully so, the government's intention to try to rush this through. The size of the deficit and the size of the debt limit increase, the Borrowing Authority Act going up to $1.8 trillion, I think warrants time and warrants scrutiny in this House. He is very well known for his expertise on financial matters, and I would like him to take some time. The risks in the long term of these amounts of money being borrowed for so long, what it can mean for our Canadian economy, both short and long term.
The honourable member for Carleton.
Well, that was a tough question, but a fair question, and I will accept it. And I want to thank my neighbouring member just to the south, who is very well respected as a former mayor. He was actually quite an old man when he became mayor, 22 years old. And here he is serving on the floor of Parliament. The community loves him, and with good reason, Mr. Speaker. He asks an important question. When you have too much debt, you can detonate. And we're becoming a detonation. Our debt is 400% of GDP. We have a $2.2 trillion economy with $8.6 trillion of household, corporate, and government debt. That is a ratio like we have never seen before in this country. And it is increased by almost a third just in the last 5 years alone. The only reason we have been able to get away with this much debt is because interest rates have been supernaturally low for an unusually long period of time, and more recently have been driven further by the Bank of Canada printing cheap money and pumping it into the system. But eventually that comes to an end, and if rates rise before debts go down, then we will have a debt crisis. Now is the time to stave that off by replacing our credit card economy with a paycheck economy.